Ladies and gentlemen, we really request you to settle down as we start to conclude the 5th season of the most coveted Women Awards in the country. We have put together a small video showcasing our journey till now. Take a look. Women.
In the grand saga of time, the pen reigns supreme, a testament to its might over the sword. Now let us elevate this literary enchantment with unmatched style. Welcome to the Author Awards, where women authors' literary brilliance shines in an affair of empowerment, creativity, and passion for storytelling. Tonight, we celebrate women crafting extraordinary sagas, leaving an enduring literary legacy. Presenting the 5th season of the Author Awards, presented by JK Paper in association with the Times of India. From 800-odd entries in Season 1, we have come a long way to over 2,000 entries in Season 5. Celebrating women authors, their boundless imagination and creative spirit. An illustrious jury, a distinguished audience. Join us in applauding the extraordinary prowess of gifted women writers who, with unwavering determination, have shattered barriers. Let this be a collective tribute to their indomitable spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's host, a titan of Indian television, an actor, a producer, a grammar guru, a culinary connoisseur, and a fierce advocate for the feminine spirit. Let's give a resounding welcome to your host for the evening, Women Mathur.
Thank you for that applause, ladies and gentlemen, or shall I say ladies and some gentlemen. Good evening. How's everyone? How's the spirit? How's the energy? This is a room full at 8 o'clock. It's never happened before. It's a 7 o'clock evening. And it is my absolute pleasure to welcome all of you to the 5th season of JK Paper Presents Author Awards in association with the Times of India. Women authors, as you're all already aware, have made significant contributions to the literary landscape of India by raising thought-provoking questions and driving social change, and the Author Awards were established to promote and support women authors, providing a platform for them to showcase their creativity and their passion for writing. Author Awards also aims to recognize exceptional works of writing by women authors with the hope of inspiring more women to explore their passions and encourage them to pen their own stories with pride and confidence in their abilities. And we, this year, have seen an overwhelming response with over 2,000 entries across all 5 categories in this edition of the Author Awards. I think that deserves a smashing applause. So let me hear more of that. Come on, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Women authors have done really, really well this year. I'd expect some more noise from the women. Can we have just the women say Ra? Is everyone ready for a great evening? Hello, how are you? It's good to see so many familiar faces from my own city, and I'm always so happy to be back to see the most well-dressed room, the most well-read room, and I'm so, so proud to be, well, to be a Delhiite. Now, to kickstart the evening, ladies and gentlemen, and describe the tremendous progress in this initiative, I would like to call on stage the literary director of the Author Awards. She is the host of TOI Bookmark, which, as you all know, is the Times of India's marquee literary podcast. She is the co-founder of ACE Literary Consulting and associate professor of the School of Liberal Studies, UPES University. She's an international publishing consultant who's been associated with the industry for over 3 decades. Please put your hands together for Jaya Bhattacharjee Rose.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all to Author Awards 2024. This is now our 5th edition, and I'm very proud to say that Author Awards remains the only award for women writers in India. India, of course, is full of literary awards and festivals, but women writing has historically been underrepresented. Even globally, for women writers, there are only a handful of awards. Surprising. For example, in the UK, there are 2 awards, the Women's Prize for Fiction and Nonfiction, and the Warwick Prize for Women in Translation. In Australia, it is the Stella Prize. In the United States of America, it is the Carol Shields Prize. In the Hispanic world, there is the Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz Literary Prize, which is announced at the Guadalajara Book Fair. But in India, we have our very own Author Awards. According to 2024 publishing data from India, it is clear that trade literature is growing across the country, across categories, whether it is fiction, non-fiction, and children's literature. It is safe to say that there is an increasing contribution from women writers to the publishing ecosystem. In the realm of business, startups, economy, this national gender shift is very visible. We are seeing a huge increase in participation by women. You only have to look at the Republic Day parade held earlier this year to see what women power means, from the Rafale pilots to the all-women military contingents. The Author Awards would not have been possible, of course, without our eminent jury, all well-known and acclaimed writers themselves, who understand the literary landscape very well. The rigorous process of selecting long lists and short lists is a lot of work. And believe me, also a lot of vigorous debate, but well worth it. So, a special thank you to our jurors for their time, for their appreciation of the nuances of writing, and for their thoughtful eye for writers and their craft. Thank you. There is a wide spectrum of writing on display today. It represents not just the traditional literary styles of fiction and nonfiction, but also, in the age of AI, cutting-edge, modern forms of writing. In fact, some of the most powerful literature on display in these awards allows writers the space to explore the what-if scenarios far more freely than any other structured form of writing would enable. I have been fortunate to come from a lineage of educated and strong women going back to the 19th century. Women who built eminent careers, but who also successfully juggled parenting and housework. India has had a long and vibrant tradition of feminism. Women's writing has been an inseparable part of it and our growth as a nation. These are critical to our future. And I realize this when I look at my 14-year-old daughter who is here with us today and the readings she encounters. These literary awards are our effort to honor the best of India's women writers who are doing sterling work in making the invisible visible and articulating the silences. Author Awards is a beacon of this shift in Indian literature. We have an incredible variety of books featured by women tonight, each distinctive, each worthy of being heard, seen, and read. I hope you enjoy reading and discovering the Author Awards literature as much as we have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jaya. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call upon Mr. Harshpati Singhania, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, JK Paper, to share his thoughts on the initiative and the response he's been witness to over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Singhania.
Good evening, everyone. It's a true pleasure to see so many faces in this hall, despite the bright lights here. And faces, many familiar, who've been here with us in this journey of our Author Awards, and many, many new faces as well. I'd like to welcome each one of you on behalf of JK Paper and my own behalf. The famous poet Mahadevi Verma once said, "Within woman lies the flame of creation, the power to give birth to a new world." The Author Awards, established in 2019 by JK Paper in collaboration with Times of India, was created to empower those very voices. We celebrate the incredible art of storytelling and give women authors a platform to share their unique perspective. These 5 years have been absolutely amazing. We've been overwhelmed by the response, and the numbers are going up each year. Cumulatively, we've received over 7,000 entries across 6 categories. Renowned authors like Nayantara Sehgal, Devpriya Roy, Romila Thapar, Chitra Banerjee, Pallavi Iyer, Priyanka Chopra, Deepti Naval, Barkha Dutt, Mallika Sarabhai, Namita Thapar, Sudha Murthy, Divya Datta, to name a few. They have graced us with their work alongside countless new voices yearning to be heard. This incredible outpouring is a testament to the recognition that Author Awards has received. A vital component of the publishing ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen, is women writers. The only literary honor available to Indian origin women writers today, I believe, is the Author Awards, which brings forth a variety of writing styles found in different genres and categories. It is especially satisfying to acknowledge the exquisite art of writing, the human brain working creatively to produce beautiful stories, particularly as we live in the digital era and AI is taking over many, dare I say, conversations. We believe in fostering connections beyond trophies. Our impactful multi-city book reading session, both online and in person, brings authors and readers together for a truly enriching literary experience. Like every year, this year also, we went to schools and colleges for book reading sessions. Till date, we've engaged with over 10,000 students across different cities in India. And there are some in the audience who've helped make this happen. Thank you very much. A huge shout out to our esteemed juries, as Jaya mentioned, who have been exceptional every year. This year, our jury has also spoken about the awards on their social media pages. It's a difficult undertaking to reduce a vast pool of talent to a small number. Nevertheless, the jurors performed brilliantly under the circumstances. My sincere gratitude to all the esteemed jury members who are sitting on this side and who have, and maybe somewhere else as well, who have taken out time to meticulously judge the entries, ensuring a fair and credible selection process. You are truly remarkable. Thank you. I want to particularly thank our literary director, Jaya Bhattacharya Rose, for having elegantly and assiduously steer this entire and put together this entire year's effort at the Author Awards. Thank you very much. The chosen writers demonstrate the diversity of storytelling styles and the strength of the Indian publishing ecosystem. The winners in each category not only celebrate and honor women writers, but also reflect the kind of literary works people are reading and how literature reflects our present time and society at large. Season 4 saw the exciting addition of the Best Manuscripts category, empowering young female writers aged between 14 and 18. As promised, we published the winning manuscript this year, fulfilling our commitment to nurturing new talent. Now, some of you might be curious to say, why JK Paper, a paper company, gets involved in this and champions this cause? At JK Paper, we believe in the power of good stories to transform lives. And let's be honest, good stories deserve good paper. I'm glad this resonates with you because my day job is trying to sell paper, and I don't like to lose any opportunity where I can push this thought. And before I let you go, I also want to say that I hope please go back to your offices and homes and see that you use our copier paper, JK Copier. Please do that. We can put out a poll for this one. Thank you. So we found the perfect partner in Times of India, a platform that fosters literacy and encourages reading. It's a match, if I may say, made in literary heaven. I'd also like to acknowledge our amazing brand ambassador, Tiska Chopra. Tiska, you draw a perfect connection to this award. As an avid reader and author yourself, that perfectly reflects our mission. You penned the book Acting Smart, which is a bestseller and is now, I believe, being translated into Hindi. Your second book, What's Up With Me, was released in March 21. Now, before other things, I also want to acknowledge that we have received great support from our entire team at JK Paper, a countless number of people who worked to make this happen, and with the Times of India team. And I am particularly happy that there are many familiar faces from Times of India team which have been there right from the inception of the awards. So thank you all for making this happen. Now, let me turn the spotlight to our esteemed chief guest for tonight. Remember the legendary filmmaker Satyajit Ray? He once said, she was younger, but something about the young girl's eyes told me not to reject her. Yes, Satyajit Ray couldn't resist Sharmila Tagore's eyes when she was just 13. They asked a lot of questions and often daydreamed back in 1959. To some, they are reminiscent of Ye Chand Sa Roshan Chehra, Zulfon Ka Rang Sunehra, Ye Jheel Si Neeli Aankhein, Koi Raaz Hai Inme Gehra. अब तारीफ इसके बियॉन्ड मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? To others, they still exude the elegance and innocence of Apu's child bride, Aparna, in Satyajit Ray's Apur Shanshar. But what remains common is the adulation among cinephiles across all age groups for this beautiful lady who defied the Hindi film industry's and society's unwritten rules by choice, not necessity. Sharmila ji, a true icon of Indian cinema, is a recipient of countless accolades, including 2 National Film Awards and the prestigious Padma Bhushan. Beyond acting, she's been a champion for women's rights and served as the chairperson of both the CBFC and the NFDC, showcasing her unwavering dedication to the film industry. You bring deep understanding of storytelling, given your experience in portraying varied characters in numerous films. Your presence tonight isn't just about charisma or being a celebrity. It's about inspiration for all aspiring writers out there. Rinku Di, if I may call you that, having known you personally, I am deeply grateful for your being here with us tonight. Now, we'd be absolutely thrilled if you would join us on stage and share some of your thoughts with all of us. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am absolutely blown away with your compliments. You spoke so well and said all kinds of things about me, wonderful things, and I thank you deeply. Jheel se Neeli Aankhein was a sort of a poetic, I guess, poets can say anything, but never got to that. Although I wore contact lenses in Talash. I play a double role, if you please. Same person, but, acting in different. And those days, contact lenses were really big. And one day, it got stuck, my Neeli Aankhein. And there was Madhumati with nails as long as this was trying to price this out. And it was like, I thought, oh God. So that was the only, the nearest I got to Neeli Aankhein. But it's really an honor that you have thought of me and invited me to this very prestigious occasion, a subject that is very close to my heart, anything related to women and, of course, women authors. And I had no idea Priyanka Chopra is a writer. I'm so sorry, I have to instantly read your books. I just saw your film yesterday, Murder Mubarak. And I was, of course, acting, etc., but I was looking at everybody's jewelry. I think that's also a woman thing. And there was like stunning jewelry, and where did you get them from? So that was why we'll have this private discussion later. And after that wonderful, learned talk from Jaya Bhattacharya, I think it was, is it Jaya Bhattacharya Rose, is it? And I'm sorry, but how well you spoke. And it was so inspiring. And of course, this enterprise, I believe, started 5 years ago with you, Harshpati Singhania, and collaboration, of course, with Times of India. And you've given so much. And in 5 years now, you've introduced a children's section, which is wonderful. I believe it's 18 years old, plus or minus, yes? So I think that's incredible, and that's such a wonderful thing. And I take your, what you say about the paper. Paper does matter. Because Soha is also an author, and she wrote this something about moderately famous. And the paper was not nice, and that made such a lot of difference. The photographs didn't come out right. So it does really make a difference, It's like when we work, the frame has to be right. That so many other things matter, not just the matter in the book. So thank you very much. And I think all of you, both of you have said everything. And I think we should now get on with our function. And thank you very much. You've made my day. You've invited me here, allowed me to participate in today's function and be a part of it. And thank you very much for saying all those kind words. If you don't mind, I'll take the copy of your address so that I can frame it and remind myself who I am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sharmila ji, and welcome. And I request you to stay on stage. Can I request Mr. Sanghania to please come back on stage? And I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Ajay Iyer, Vice President of the Times of India Group, to please come on stage and felicitate our wonderful, iconic chief guest for tonight. applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ma'am, you were talking about admiring Tiska's jewelry in that film. I was admiring this beautiful karigari on the shawl that they had kept all ready for you. So it's a woman thing, clearly. Thank you so much for being here. We're very excited to have you with us today, and we have a lot of work lined up for you today. We don't let our chief guests go easy. So thank you so much. You could take your seats for a while till we, ask for you again. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? This is a very tame audience. Come on, let's have some fun tonight. Does everyone want to have a great time tonight? We have a wonderful evening lined up for you. And we intend to get right ahead in the right spirits. And as highlighted in the journey, AV, that you saw some time back, the Season 5 Author Awards had an exceptional jury panel this year who generously contributed their valuable time and their effort to meticulously review numerous entries and select the best ones. So we express our heartfelt gratitude to the jury for their dedicated effort and their unwavering support towards this wonderful initiative. So ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for our wonderful Season 5 jewelry. We'll put the spotlight on the right tables. Hopefully we'll know where they're all spotted and sitting. Right? Thank you, jury. And we're now going to have a short AV to introduce them to you, and then we'll have a chat with them. Can we have the AV, please?
Jury for Fiction category. Anuja Chauhan. With 7 best-selling novels to her credit, author and columnist Anuja is an advertising professional and is best known for her work on Pepsi, Mountain Dew and Kurkure. Pallavi Iyer, an award-winning foreign correspondent and author, Pallavi writes a newsletter on global travel and culture. She was selected by the World Economic Forum as Young Global Leader. Satyarth Nayak, author and screenwriter. Satyarth is currently working on a web series based on the Mahabharat, a Bollywood sci-fi film, and the biography of Shabana Azmi. Jury for Non-Fiction category. Vikas Swaroop. Vikas, a former diplomat, is a best-selling novelist known for Q&A, adapted into Slumdog Millionaire, 6 Suspects, adapted as The Great Indian Murder and The Accidental Apprentice. Upinder Singh. Upinder is a professor of history and author and a recipient of several reputed global fellowships and recognitions. Parvati Sharma. Parvati is a travel writer, editor and journalist credited with several popular novels, a novella and a couple of books for children. Jury for Debut category. Tiska Chopra. Tiska is an actor and author with over 50 films to her credit. She has worked in the National Knowledge Commission to help revamp the education system. Shipra Khanna. Shipra is an Indian celebrity chef, author, restaurateur and television personality. She is the author of more than 8 culinary books. Nikesh Murali. Nikesh is an author and podcaster and has won several acclaimed awards for his works, including the Commonwealth Short Story Prize, the DWL Story Prize and Katha Short Story Prize. Jury for the Children's Author category. Christopher Doyle. Christopher is an award-winning best-selling author, a TEDx speaker, a Mahabharat scholar, and an explorer of ancient archaeological sites and legends around the world. Preeti Vyas. Preeti is the president and CEO of Amar Chitra Katha Private Limited, publishers of Amar Chitra Katha and Tinkle. She has been a retailer, publisher, editor, author and entrepreneur. Kevin Missel. Kevin is one of the youngest mythological and fantasy authors. He has written 15 best-selling novels.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was our eminent jury panel, literally the who's who on the literary landscape at the moment. I would now like to invite our Chief Sales and Marketing Officers, J.K. Paper, and Mr. Partha Biswas, and the Senior Vice President of the Times Group, Mr. Ajay Iyer, to please come on stage to felicitate our eminent jury members. Can we have you on stage, please? And now I'd like you to meet our jury. Please welcome Christopher Doyle, Preeti Vyas, Kevin Missel, Tiska Chopra, Shipra Khanna, Satyarth Naik, Vikas Swaroop, Mr. Upinder Singh and Parvati Sharma. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We want to see them all together once. So let me also tell you that 3 of our eminent jury members could not join us today. Anuja today had a prior commitment. Pallavi Iyer and Nikesh Murali out of the country. So they're being amply represented by their colleagues. We can do better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, they worked really hard, tirelessly. This is just amazing. So much. This is great. We can do better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much once again to this wonderful jury. Thank you, Mr. Iyer. Thank you, Mr. Biswas. But I'd like the jury to stay on stage and answer a couple of questions for me. And thank you so much for this. But yeah. Okay, we'll let the photographers have a field day first. Can we have some mics on stage, please? Right, you can't have so many literary, beacons on the stage and not quiz them a few. Kevin, I'll start from you. 14. 14, you started at 14. I want to know, what is the one advice you'd like to give, or a tip, if you may, to all budding authors who start early? Can someone just collect their...
I think the only advice is, that I'm going to give is not related to writing, because what I would say is that don't give up. I think that's the only advice. That is a general advice, but definitely don't give up, because as a writer it's very tough out there, I know. So yeah, don't give up. That's it.
Oh, that's nice. You didn't give up. And look here, yeah, now everyone's going to ask for Male Author Awards or what? No, this is amazing. That's great advice. Yes. Yes, that would be amazing. So can we have a team to sort of hold their... Ladies, can you just help out and get there? Thank you. We'll have them shipped to your table. Yes. Great, thanks. This is superb. Thank you so much. Let's see, visually, this not happening. Right. Satyarth, you were part of the fiction category. We do know that there is essentially a difference in sensibilities between male authors and female authors. What, in your opinion, set the women authors apart, you know, when you really sort of see them in a comparison?
I think an incredible amount of patience. I think we male writers tend to get a little impatient. We tend to rush through. We tend to, at times, I won't say lose interest, but you sometimes do waver. But I have seen female writers up and close, and I see the kind of dedication, the kind of multitasking that they can do. Well, they're scripting a story on paper. They're also scripting a story, their own life story, the story of their families alongside. And both the novels, I think, end up being bestsellers. So I think that really is what sets them apart. Just the sheer amount of patience that
they're
have.
wearing their superwomen capes while they're
Absolutely,
writing.
superwomen capes, absolutely.
Tis, you've been the face of the campaign this year. I wanted to know, why do you think there was a need for having an award that is specific to women authors? Did you identify it when you were writing, for example? Did you feel the need for it?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Times of India. Thank you, JK Paper, for having me. When I did my first film, Mini, the director narrated the script to me. And I asked him, sir, mere scene kahan hai? He said, madam, aapke 4 gaane hain. And I said to him, I'm not a singer. So, like, where is this going? And from then on until I wrote my first book, I find that not just in the sphere of writing, and not just in film, but everywhere, there is a serious lack of representation. And as women who are women like you and me and so many others in this room who've had the privilege to have education, to have equal opportunity, if we don't take the envelope, run with it, and break that bloody string that's holding us, the glass ceiling or whatever you want to call it, and implant ourselves firmly as the protagonists of the narrative, that is vital for us to do. When I wrote my first book, Acting Smart, and I've only written 2, as compared to the rest of the eminent people who've written 5 and 6 and 7, it was a sort of help book for actors. And I really felt that thought leadership, because writing is where it's at. It's what implants the seed of change. And so therefore that is vital. And therefore this award is, I don't even think we ourselves realize how vital it is.
Absolutely. Wow, these are excellent words, and I think our international counterparts are way ahead of us, you know, in this aspect. Women actors, especially internationally, are writing their own roles, the roles that they all waited for, you know, they're writing now, and it's high time we did too. So yes, well said. Shipra, you judged the debut category, so tell us about one book that stole your heart.
Actually, it was quite a tough call because everybody, I mean, you know, I've written, this is my 9th book, which is going to get released. I'm a
Talk
cookbook
about being
author.
prolific.
I'm a chef, so cookbook author. But, you know, I mean, it is challenging writing a book right from structuring it and putting it together. It's like so much of effort that goes in. So debuting, obviously, I had my heart there because I know these people are writing it for the first time. And then being selected and having a platform like Authors Awards, you know, which is so authentic. And it's really an opportunity. And obviously, we had criterias, and, you know, I made it sure that you know, we actually followed something so that, you know, the real deserved author gets the award. And well, I want to keep it a secret. I want to keep it a secret because, you know, let the hearts beat a little bit because there are a few of them, you know, lined up to win the award. So yeah. But it was really amazing. And
Wow.
I think it's really a great platform for authors, especially women authors. You know, you're giving a great chance for them to actually boost their creativity and come up with their authenticity and new ideas, and having a platform that celebrates that. It's amazing.
Sure, we'll wait up for that one secret book that you're not describing yet. But Upinder, you judged the non-fiction category. Tell us a little bit about, I mean, I can understand with 2,000 entries and all, you know, writers in different fields. Tell us a little bit about the judging process and how you managed to navigate the reams of JK paper that it was written on.
It was very hard work, but it was also very exciting. It was challenging because there were so many good entries and they were so different from each other. There were different genres of books, you know, some dealing with life stories, autobiographical, some were dealing with sociological issues related to economics and all kinds of different things. So you really had to be very alert to the content and the style of the book, and try to see what the book was conveying to a larger audience.
Sure.
So what the three of us looked at, apart from reading every book very carefully, was to form an assessment of the book as a whole, but also focus on issues such as content, style, originality, and impact. And these were the 4 criteria that we used to gauge the individual books. And then, of course, we had a very interesting discussion where we compared notes and tried to assess what we thought were the most deserving of this wonderful prize. I mean,
Did you guys
really
fight,
great.
or was it like unanimous? Did you
I
have
thought
a
there
little
would be
bit of drama
conflicts.
at least? You're
Very little.
right.
We're just so well tuned to each other's tastes and
Very
views.
different
So
from the
there were
film
no
world.
fights.
They had a diplomat in the jury.
Yes,
Okay.
we had a
I guess
diplomat.
that settles it then.
Yes.
But you know, Nini, they say that the industry is shrinking, the readers are not reading enough, but the kind of books that I have read, that we all have read, I think I speak for all the judges here, book reading, book writing is going nowhere. I think if there are 2 things that remain gloriously eternal, one is reading and writing books, and one, ma'am, if I may say, the dimples of Sharmila Tagore. Thank you so much.
My God. Amen to that. And this is really music to our ears, because everyone's worried about disappearing bookshops, and here's hoping that, you know, they're going nowhere. Thank you so much. The jury has been awesome, also for being and gracing the stage for so long. Lagin, thank you so much, and we're looking forward to your picks for this evening. Let's have a big round of applause once for all of them who've patiently been through all of them and picked our winners for tonight. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, our jury for tonight. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment all of you are here for, what we've all been waiting for, the JK Paper Times of India Author Awards. I would like to invite back on stage Sharmila ji and Mr. Singhania to present the awards. All right, is everyone ready? This is a silent jury. All right. Our first category tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the Best Author Children's category. And here are the nominees.
In the sphere of children's literature, we applaud those who ignite young imaginations, fostering a love for stories. Nominations for the Best Children's Author are Devika Karyappa for her book, A Children's History of India in 100 Objects. Publisher, Penguin Random House, India. Linthoi Chanu for her book, Royal Kati, The Quest of the Seven Guardians. Publisher, Neogi Books. Nandini Nair for her book, A Sailor Called Wet Paint, and Other Secret Stories from History. Publisher, Hashe India. Shabnam Minwala for her book Zen. Publisher, Penguin Random House, India.
Right, those were the nominees. Any favorites? That was the best answer, but can we have the winner envelope, please? And can we have the name of the winner?
Do I read the category also? So this is the category for children, best author, and the winner is Devika Karyappa. Yeah, for a children's history of India in 100 objects.
Oh my God.
I love the kurti dress. It was lovely, so elegant.
Devika Karyappa, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Best Author Children's category. Now here's a surprise. Congratulations, Devika. Now there's a secret envelope making its way to Mrs. Sangania and Sharmila ji, because what's an evening without a twist in the awards, right?
So in the fiction category for children, the winner is Shabnam Minwala for Zen.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, in this category we have a tie. Shabnam Minwala also wins the award this evening in this category. And Shabnam actually won the 3rd season of Authors Awards as well. So how great is that? She's... Two winners in the category, ladies and gentlemen. Twice the applause. Thank you. Can we have a picture with both our winners now? With Devika and Shabnam. Yeah. Congratulations, our first award winners for the evening. Congratulations, ladies. Well done. We now move on to our second category. Our second category is for Best Debut, and here are the nominations.
In the domain of debut, we celebrate new voices leaving indelible marks on literature. Nominations for the Best Author debut are Neerja Chaudhary for her book How Prime Ministers Decide, publisher Aleph Book Company. Parini Shroff for her book The Bandit Queens, a novel, publisher HarperCollins India. Rajashree Warrier for her book The Daughters of Madurai, publisher Hashe India.
Can we have the winner envelope on stage, please? Ma'am, that's your 10,000 steps in one day today. We've made sure you do a lot of up and down on stage. Apple Watch is going to be happy.
I think less work than the jury. Yeah. So this is the category for Best Author Debut. And the winner is Rajashree Warrier for The Daughters of Madurai. It should be.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Rajashree. Woo!
And also the special jury award is for Neerja Chaudhary for How Prime Minister Decide. Wow, that's a wonderful book.
So Rajashree is currently based out of India. So our publisher from Hachette is here to accept the trophy on her behalf. But that's a publisher, and Rajashree is not in the country. Congratulations to Rajashree, but ladies and gentlemen, we have a jury. Whoops. And now put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Neerja Chaudhary. She's won the jury mention in this category as well. Absolutely lovely. We'll now have to read this book, How Prime Ministers Decide. Congratulations. Right, we move on to our next category, ladies and gentlemen. It's for Best Author Non-Fiction, and here are the nominations.
Now in the realm of non-fiction, we pay tribute to those who enlighten minds with truth and insight. Nominations for the Best Author Non-Fiction are Sara Rai for her book Raw Amba, a memoir, publisher Westland Books. Sudha Bharadwaj for her book From Fasi Yard, My Year with the Women of Yarwada, publisher Juggernaut Publications. Swapna Liddle for her book The Broken Script, Delhi under the East India Company and the Fall of the Mughal Dynasty, 1803 to 1857. Publisher Speaking Tiger Books.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for the winner envelope.
The category is Best Author, Non-Fiction, and the winner is Sudha Bhardwaj. And the book name is From Phansi Yard, My Year with the Women of Yarawada.
Sudha Bhardwaj, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Is she here today with us? She isn't, but the publisher is taking the award from Juggernaut. Sudha Bhardwaj, ladies and gentlemen, her publisher accepting her award on her basis. She'll be very happy. Lovely, thank you. We'll make sure everyone's going back with their hands really full. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next category, which is for fiction, and here are the nominees.
In the kingdom of fiction, where dreams become worlds, we honor those who captivate hearts with extraordinary tales. Nominations for the Best Author Fiction are Anjum Hassan for her book History's Angel, publisher Bloomsbury, India. Brinda Chari for her book The East Indian, a novel, publisher HarperCollins, India. Sonora Jha for her book The Laughter, publisher Penguin Random House, India. Tashan Cyrus Mehta for her book Mad Sisters of Essie, publisher HarperCollins, India.
Those were the nominees in this category, ladies and gentlemen, and we're about to have a winner. Can we have the cart on stage, please?
The category is Best Author Fiction, and the winner is Sonora Jha for The Laughter, and the winner too is Tashan Cyrus Mehta.
We have
the Mad Sister of SI or SI or ESI.
We have two winners in this category, ladies and gentlemen. Tashan and Sonora both win the award in this category. This is absolutely amazing. Congratulations. That's Tashan. This is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both these winners in the category. Can we have an applause for Sonora first? That was Sonora's publisher, Penguin Random House. And now please bring on the applause for Tashan. Congratulations. This is amazing. Great. It would be nice if we got the real check. All right, thank you so much, ladies. Congratulations. And now we move on to our Popular Choice Awards. The Popular Choice Awards recognize the most loved story by avid readers. It invites the audience to vote for books by their favorite women authors. Books nominated by authors themselves, their friends, their families are considered for this category, and there were about 650 odd entries and the voting board, and we actually received over 24,800 votes in this category, which is amazing. Quite astonishing if you ask me, and the entry that got the most number of votes is going to be revealed in just a second. Can we have the winner card, please? Astonishing that there were 24,800 votes. Can we have the name of the winner, please, ma'am?
We can announce from here also.
Interesting one for you.
So category is popular choice, and the winner is Sahar Zaman. And the book name is Talat Mahmood, the definitive biograph.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Sahar Zaman for her book Talat Mahmood, the definitive biography. Congratulations, Sahar. This is absolutely amazing. For those who haven't met, Sahar is a popular news anchor. She's also the grand niece of the acclaimed singer Talat Mahmood. A very heartfelt biography for which she wins this award. Give her a round of applause. Congratulations. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, before we introduce our next award, can I please call upon Dipankar and Sangeeta Mukherjee, the founder director of Readomania, along with Mr. A.S. Mehta, who's the president of JK Paper, to join Mr. Singhania and Sharmila ji on stage. As all of you may be aware, a new category was introduced to the Author Awards to recognize and inspire budding writers to let their imaginations soar. So this is the best manuscript category. Now, last year's winner, Aditi Soumya Narayanan, she got a chance to actually work with the wonderful team at Readomania and JK Paper, of course, and Aditi's book was actually published by JK Paper, and it was supported by Readomania. So I think they deserve a huge round of applause for encouraging and being a factor in this category being what it is today. Readomania, if you haven't heard of it, exists to nurture, to create and bring to you content that you love. It's a publishing house that takes pride in encouraging new talent, new or old, and it provides an absolutely wonderful platform for some awesome stories. We would also like to acknowledge and thank Jaya, Smita, Surbhi, and Readomania's Dipankar, Idrani, and the team who took on the daunting task of going through all the manuscripts that were written. And now is the moment where we tell you who the winner of the best manuscript this year is. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Vibha Sangeeta Krishna Kumar for her manuscript Kaushalya, the Queen of Hearts. Please give her a huge round of applause. Here she is, Vibha Sangeeta Krishna Kumar. Mubarak ho, congratulations Vibha, this is great, great news. So encouraging that this has an age category of 14 to 18 in which people are actually writing manuscripts and are being assessed for it. Congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen, just like last year, this year too, we have a close second in this category. And that award goes to Havoc by Ananya Raghu. Is Ananya here? There she is, Ananya Raghu, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Ananya. This is big, big, big and so well done. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Dipankar, Sangeeta, for being such stalwarts of this category. Thank you so much. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the Pinnacle Award for this evening. And for this, I would now like to invite Smita Mishra, who to share a few words. Please welcome Smita Mishra, ladies and gentlemen, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about the Lifetime Achievement Awards.
तुम एक अनल कण हो केवल अनुकूल हवा लेकिन पाकर तुम एक अनल कण हो केवल अनुकूल हवा लेकिन पाकर छप्पर तक जा सकते उड़कर जीवन की ज्योति जगा सकते छप्पर तक जा सकते उड़कर जीवन की ज्योति जगा सकते अंबर में आग लगा सकती ज्वाला प्रचंड फैला सकती एक छोटी सी चिंगारी. These lines by Ramdhari Singh Dinkar resonate the very spirit and essence of the award that I am here to announce, the Lifetime Achievement Award. Dear ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute honor to present before you our Lifetime Achievement Award to Mridula Garg. Mridula ji has gifted us with numerous remarkable books in both English and Hindi. Among the most decorated authors of our times, Mridula ji has been adorned with the Sahitya Academy Award, the Vyas Samman, and also the Hammett Grant from the Human Rights Watch, New York. Her stories have been translated into several languages, have transcended borders, captivating audiences across the globe. She has won acclaim for the audacity of her themes and the lyricism of her style. Mridula Garg has depicted her female characters as free from guilt, which seems to be an inseparable part of almost every woman's psyche these days. Today, as we honor her, we not only celebrate her extraordinary achievements, but also recognize the profound impact her storytelling has left on us. Please join me on welcoming Mridula ji on the stage. Mridula ji. Ji, we'll like to call you back again on stage to say a few words to the audience.
Yes, we're just going to Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to Mridula ji, who we'd really like to hear from. Ma'am.
ठीक है, इसको थोड़ा धीरे नहीं करना नीचे. Friends, can you hear me? I must thank the Times of India author and J.K. Paper for honoring me with this prestigious award of lifetime achievement. I feel honored, of course, but I also feel humbled. What have I exactly achieved? That's what I ask myself. As far as writing is concerned, that's all right. I have written more than 30 books, and I've been read by probably thousands of people. When I started writing in the 70s, the reading habit was robust. Now it is on its last legs. People don't want to read. And a writer is no use unless there are readers. Ultimately, the supreme person in this whole writing, reading, literature scene is the reader. We may say that we don't care about the reader and we write as it comes to us, but the fact is that unless you are read, nobody knows that you are a writer. But there is something else which keeps nagging at me. Okay, writing is all right, being read is fine, but then ultimately, what do you write for? Ultimately, what does literature do? The popular reply to that is nothing. Literature does nothing. Because really, literature doesn't go out on the roads and do anything. But it does something which only literature can do. And it can do that only if you read it, only if there are readers. And that is, it changes the perception of the people who read the book. It changes how they perceive themselves and others. It teaches them to look at others with compassion and magnanimity. It teaches them to be less hateful. It teaches them to not neglect those who may be less privileged than them. And most of all, when you read a book and you find that a character has taken a decision in a very difficult situation to resist oppression, not of himself or herself, but oppression of other people. And he has taken a brave step, a bold step to do that. When you read that, you feel, okay, if this man or woman could do it, why can't I? And that then inspires you to do something, to beat the conservative modes, the prejudiced ideas that most people follow. And that ultimately changes the nature of society, makes it more tolerant, it makes it more diverse, it makes it less hateful and less violent. But on that score, if we look at it are we less hateful and less violent? Has literature really done that? No, it has not. In fact, we see hatred and violence all around us, now more than ever. Every time I feel happy about my writing, the image of millions of children being massacred in Gaza rises before me. And I feel words are useless. that books don't matter. And it's not that Gaza is only in Palestine. We have our own Gaza. We have millions of children dying, not with bombs or gunshots, but of poverty, of malnutrition, of disease. They are killed by the poison of poverty slowly. This slow death is equally horrible. So, literature has failed so far. But are books irrelevant? Do books not matter? No, I cannot say that. Yet, I write. I still hope in my heart that literature and its readers will change the world, that somehow we will learn to fight the evil in us and will rise up better people, more tolerant, more loving, more aware of the so-called other, full of empathy to bring the other to us and make him or her our own. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mridula ji. Those are strong words and very motivational. Give a huge round of applause. And now, before we move on, we'd like to call on all our jury members and our winners on stage and our finalists for a group photograph. If you can have all the people who won our awards on stage, please. Can we have everyone here? Our jury members. Can we have all our jury members and our winners on stage? All right, photographers, you can have your field day, choreograph this. Can we all have everyone pose for a photograph? Sharmila ji, can we have you in the middle with Mr. Singhania? I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the editorial director of Author Awards, Smita, who has been such a guiding force for this event. Thank you so much, Smita. This is amazing. Can we have a huge round of applause for all the stellar lights of this evening? Thank you all. This has been amazing. Thank you. Thank you and congratulations to everyone. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for a vote of thanks, I hate to interrupt, but have a vote of thanks, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, for a vote of thanks, I'd like to invite the president of JK Paper, Mr. A.S. Mehta, on stage, please. Can we have the president of JK Paper, Mr. Mehta, on stage? Please put your hands together for Mr. Mehta, who's... Come. Aye, sir.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a remarkable journey for 5 years. And the season 5, this has been a special season 5. At the outset, the congratulations and compliments to all the women writers. When we started this Women Author Award, we didn't realize that this is going to take this kind of a shape where we have so many entries and this kind of a size and a scale. Very delighted to say that 2,000 entries. I mean, what a size. So, first of all, thank you all the writers for sending their entries for this prestigious award. And we are delighted to partner in their venture to write and submit the entries. Thank you very much. Sharmila ji, your presence has been mesmerizing. Thank you very much for your elegant presence for this occasion. All the eminent jury members and their relentless work, hard work in selecting and finally choosing the awardees. Thank you very much. Our deepest gratitude for the publishers, because without the publishing community, it would not have been possible for this kind of a scale and size. Thank you very much, all the publisher fraternity. The team Times of India and JK Paper, they have done very meticulous work in organizing everything, so they deserve a round of applause for their hard work. I would be failing if in the fraternity of the storytelling, if I don't narrate the story of JK Paper. So I would be failing. So I thought that I must also narrate a story of JK Paper. In fact, the story started close to 90 years back, when it was a small affair of 5,000 ton of paper production, and today we are over 8 lakh ton of paper production. So this is the scale. In fact, our tagline, creating lasting impression, and we were creating lasting impression by delivering a quality of paper on which you write. And we'll continue to do the same thing where we will create lasting impression. But now the story, I mean the next stage of our story, and what we thought is that enriching lives of people, this is the new, now the stage of story. And in fact, what we thought, our new vision statement of the company is also enriching lives. And how do we enriching the life? Means the readers, those who read your books, the people who make paper, and top of it, when we produce paper, last time also I said that we are going to plant 130 million trees in the country. so that you don't feel guilt where you say that when we use paper we cut trees. Please don't have that guilt, because we plant trees when you use the paper. And I'm happy to tell you that the year 23-24, we have already planted 120 million trees on the Mother Earth. So we are enriching the atmosphere when we are enriching the greenery in the country. So that's the story. In addition to delivering a quality of paper, we are partnering, enriching lives of people and enriching life of the community. Once again, thank you all of you. The audience, without that, this function would not have been this size and eminence. So thank you very much, and see you for the season 6, when we will have many more entries, and all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mehta. Ladies and gentlemen, as we close this inspiring evening celebrating women authors, let's carry all their stories in our hearts. Tonight, we've actually witnessed the power of their words and the diversity of their voices. Let's continue to uplift and amplify the women's stories and ensure that every single voice is heard, it's honored. And congratulations to all the exemplary authors who've been recognized tonight. Here's to the transformative power of storytelling and the endless possibilities it brings. So good night, and may the magic of literature accompany us always. Cocktails and dinner are at Raja Bagh after this, so no one can escape. We're going to have a great evening. And before the evening comes to a close, we have one last photo opportunity for the team at JK Papers, if we can have them on stage with Sharmala ji and Mr. Sanghania, right here at the base of the stage. Thank you and good night. And once again, thank you for being here. इतना नीचे Thank you so much to the JK Paper team. Can we now have the Times of India editorial team of the Author Awards to come forward for a photo opportunity with our jury members and our chief guest today? Can we have the Times of India team just at the edge of the stage, please?